Welcome back to NJ.com. Matt Stanmyre here once again with Mike Kinney, our high school football expert from the Star Ledger. This was a very busy weekend for both Mike and I. We were both, catching some Z's today, trying to rest up. It was a long weekend, four games over 4 days.
Yeah.
I was out at the tripleheader. We're going to start with the State Pride Challenge that was at Fordham University. 3 of our best teams in New Jersey were there. You had Bosco taking on St. Edward from Ohio. That was the marquee game. And then you had Bergen Catholic beat Friendship Collegiate Academy from D.C. And then you also had St. Peter's, which beat Ursuline. Is that pronounced?
Ursuline, right.
Ursuline from Ohio. So the Jersey teams went 3-0. Bosco was very impressive. This was a resounding victory over another national ranked team. And Bergen also looked great. I mean, you saw the scores and read the stories. What stood out to you?
Germano's passing. Jonathan Germano's passing from Bergen Catholic.
Right.
He's been impressive. He was outstanding against them, obviously. They couldn't stop him. And I don't think there's any secret that he's throwing the ball. That's the thing. Bergen Catholic, I don't think, has really established a running game completely. He's throwing the ball. He's spreading the field. He's got great receivers.
Right.
That was very, very impressive. And, of course, Bosco, they only have trouble against Bergen Catholic.
That's what it seems, yeah.
They roll. They're so strong.
Yeah, definitely. And Germano, I wrote about him. I was shocked when I found out the last time he played quarterback was in first grade. He's now over 1,200 yards on the season. Just playing fantastic. So that's very interesting. Moving along, we had a heck of a game on Sunday. Woodbridge against South Brunswick. This is what we kind of built up last week, and it lived up to it. It was a 28-24 win for South Brunswick, but it came down to the very last play. Tell them what happened, Mike.
Yeah. First of all, South Brunswick has to come back. South Brunswick's down 10-0. Now remember, South Brunswick's number 8, and Woodbridge is number 19. And South Brunswick has to come down from 10-0. Woodbridge is playing great football.
Right.
They come back, they take the lead with 1:14 left. So Woodbridge is hanging on. South Brunswick finally takes the lead. Seems like the game is over with the ball on the 8-yard line. The officials huddle. They review. There's one more play left. So with 8 seconds left, Woodbridge has a chance still. They throw the ball, and Javon Tyree comes up with a huge play for South Brunswick, maybe one of the biggest plays of the year. Knocks the ball away. South Brunswick survives, wins the game. What a great game. John Haley, our guy in Middlesex, was at that game. He's had 3,000 people at the game. Great atmosphere.
Oh, my goodness.
Good GMC football. Good stuff.
And Woodbridge was like ranked 19 or 18 before that game. I mean, they sure deserve to be in the top 20. We didn't drop them this week.
That's right. And they got Saraville this week. It's going to be a test.
That is going to be a test,
definitely. 2 tough games in a row.
Also, Hunter and Central we want to touch on real quick. This is one of the better programs year in and year out. They had an early loss in the season to Elizabeth, but since then they've won 3 straight, and they're playing great football.
They're playing great football, and what's kind of surprising is that they're finding depth within the, within their game. They lost Elizabeth. It's like, okay, where are they? Well, right now it looks like they have a lot of people that can play some good football, which is not a great surprise from Hunter and Central most years. This year, maybe it is. First of all, Brendan Brocklehurst, who's a really tough running back for them, he had limited time in their game against North Hunter and banged up a little bit, and they found out that they've got plenty of depth behind him. The guy Jason Kabinda came up huge for them in Brocklehurst's absence. And then we're finding too that they've got lots of receivers. They're spreading their field. They've got a lot of guys who can catch the ball. Blocking's well. Blocking's doing a great job. So these guys, they found out how to come back from adversity. They lost to Elizabeth, and then they're playing great. Not surprising. Some of those guys are lax players. I know them. Love them.
Get that in there. Yeah, there's a lot. That correlation always works with football and lacrosse. Another guy playing great is Manny Cortez from Pennsauken. They're number 18 in our rankings, and he's thrown for over 1,300 yards on the season, getting it all over the field, and they're 5-0 on the year.
Yep. Here's a kid who had ability last year, and there were a lot of people down in the Pennsauken area said he's a kid to watch. He's going to be very good. He had a solid year last year, over 1,000 yards passing. Percentage was pretty good. They were 6-4 though. He had his ups and downs as a younger quarterback will do, as a junior quarterback will do. A lot of his people are back. He's got good people around him, and now he's using them. He's learned how to use them. His progression's better as a quarterback, and he's got that confidence. So right now he's 5-0. He's passing about 70% completion, and like you said, 1,300 yards, and he's already thrown 18 touchdown passes, 5 games. They're going to be tough down there in South Jersey. Incredible.
And then finishing off, we have a really good game, this weekend to look forward to. Bergen Catholic is going to host St. Joe's of Montvale Saturday at 1 o'clock in Oradell. This should be a great game. And, I'm kind of smelling an upset here for St. Joe's. They've been kind of a little bit under the radar, but that team has been playing great. And Bergen Catholic, as we know, has also been playing great, though.
They've been playing great. The one thing I would be concerned about, and I think St. Joe's might try to exploit, Bergen hasn't really established a running game so much.
Right.
We just talked about their great passing game, but St. Joe's defends the pass pretty well. This could be very interesting because Mark Cieslak and the rest of his defenders at St. Joe's, they're like, let's go.
Right.
Show me you can run the ball. We'll knock down your passes. Show me you can run the ball and sustain yourself. Because I'll tell you what, St. Joe's has a very good running game. Jabari Garvin leads that. They've got 3-4 guys who can run the football. 3-4 guys who've already been over 100 yards.
Sure.
And Bergen's got to stop that. But Bergen, I think, has to establish a running game. If they don't, could be trouble, like you said.
And St. Joe's always shows up for these big games, so we will see what happens. Hopefully, there's some crisp autumn, football weather this weekend.
This was preseason weather.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a little hot up in shorts and everything. But anyway, make sure you're checking out our high school football blog at NJ.com and also picking up the Star Ledger. See you next time.